Yo, yo. It's your boy. Yeah, okay, I have not posted on this channel in hold on, let me check this. Haven't posted on here in 2 months. So this is my first post of 2020 in the new decade, and what better way to start it off, even though it's February. But I'm going to be doing a pretty long overdue video sharing my entire vinyl collection because I've been meaning to do this for a pretty long time now. I've been collecting since June 2018. That was when I got my first one and kind of really got into it. So we're just going to do this. We're just going to jump right into it. I haven't done a vinyl video in a while, 9 months. So let's just get into it. Enough rambling. Let's do it. We're going to be going in alphabetical order because I have my entire record collection right there, and they are all in alphabetical order. So we're just going to start this off right now. Here we go. Alright, so first we have Alt J with Relaxer. This was one of the first ones I got. It was when I saw them back in June 2018. And my friend actually got this and he just gave it to me because he didn't have a record player. And I didn't at the time either, but I really wanted to get into it. So he was just here. Got this. It's on standard black vinyl. I don't think they did a colored pressing for this. Then I also have their This Is All Yours album. I don't have an Awesome Wave, sadly, yet. But I have This Is All Yours here. Gatefold has all the lyrics. And I got this at Barnes & Noble, and I think they did a colored thing where they had a blue, red, green, and yellow pressings for it, I think. And it's a double vinyl, so you get 2 of them. And I got the blue and the red. So, pretty sweet. And then next we have Arctic Monkeys with Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. I got this when I got my record player at Best Buy. It's pretty great. I haven't listened to this album in probably a little bit because I haven't really been all that into Arctic Monkeys ever. But I've been meaning to get into them more. So this is a pretty good album. I have heard it and I do like it. So yeah. Yes, I cannot wait to be called a 14-year-old girl here. But I don't care because we have the queen herself, Billie Eilish. When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Gatefold, pretty simple, just pretty straightforward, the lyrics. And this is on this creamy yellow vinyl. I really like it. Then of course y'all seen this. I did an unboxing video for this one. We have Don't Smile at Me here, and pretty cool. Doesn't open up, and it is on red vinyl. So yeah, pretty great. Next we have the only album that I have by this band, and I haven't really gotten into this band all that much outside of this record and some other songs that I have heard, but we have Blink-182, their newest one, 9. I unpopularly really enjoyed this, and I got this from Urban Outfitters, and it is on this really cool translucent hot pink vinyl. Looks a lot more vibrant here than on camera, but it looks a bit more reddish on camera than I think it really is, but it's pretty great. And then we have the best boy band since One Direction, Brockhampton, Iridescence, my favorite album by them, which I think is kind of a controversial opinion in the Brockhampton fan base, but I love this album to death. I really like the gatefold here too, really cool. And this is on double vinyl, and it is clear. So it's pretty great. And then this is one of the more recent ones that I got. I got this for Christmas, and this is one of my prized possessions. We have another Brockhampton record. We have Saturation. This is a bootleg vinyl. They just got put out a couple months ago, and I was lucky enough to get one for Christmas. Also double vinyl. The first record is this amazing... Camera doesn't really do it justice because I'm right in front of my window, and you can really see how it is, but it's this marbled aqua type thing, and that's really cool. And then the second record is more of a milky clear version of that first one, and it is very, very nice, and it plays really, really good on my turntable, so very glad to have that. Okay, next we have Clairo with Immunity. There's the back there. This is on standard black vinyl, and I got this from my favorite record store I've ever been to. That would be Vintage Vinyl in St. Louis. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are amazing. This is on standard black vinyl, and it came with a 7-inch of Bags, which was like the lead-off like single from this album, and side 1 has just the normal song, and the side 2 just has a demo version of that, and I really love it. Also 7-inch on standard black vinyl. I'll show y'all what that looks like though, and it's really, really cool. Next we have Churches with Love Is Dead. I got this back when Build-A-Bear, y'all know when Build-A-Bear were doing like their like pay your age thing, and they had it in this town that was like an hour away from me, and it was my sister's birthday. It was like her 3rd birthday, and we went there, and the line was super long, and we waited for probably about an hour, and then my mom was just like, you know what, you can go do whatever, like, to me. So, I had my money, so I went to Barnes & Noble, and I got this, and it is on this really cool translucent light blue vinyl, and I love it a lot. And then we also have their best album, The Bones of What You Believe, the debut. Do not have Every Open Eye yet, but I'm hoping that I can get that soon. And I got this when I saw them in October of 2018. And just look at all these iconic bops here. It's amazing. And this is just on standard black. And, I have 2 Death Cab for Cutie records here. We had the most recent one, Thank You for Today, which I really like how this just kind of comes out here. And, the back is really great as well. Standard black vinyl here. Then I also have Plans, which is my favorite album by them. It's a masterpiece, and it is also on standard black vinyl. I got this one also at Vintage Vinyl in St. Louis, and it's pretty great. So, yeah. Fall Out Boy, American Beauty, American Psycho. Pretty great record here. I really love the gatefold of this one as well. It's just kind of like just some like glaciers, I think is what you call them. And it's really cool, and the actual vinyl itself goes along pretty well with that. I really love it. And then continuing my Fall Out Boy albums, I have Save Rock and Roll. For some reason they did this on a 10-inch, which like I don't really know why they did that, but also really like the gatefold design here, and it is on red vinyl, so that is really, really cool. This next one is a bit damaged, but Foster the People's Sacred Hearts Club, a bit bent here because I got this at Barnes & Noble, and that's how it was, and I didn't notice that until we'd already put it in the bag, and I got in the car, and I pulled it out, and this. But you know what? We love this album here, so that's great, and this is on pink vinyl. I got this for my birthday, I think like a year or 2 ago, so we're really glad to have that. Next, we have my Lone Gorillaz album, and I really want more. Like, I almost got their self-titled album, then I got something else, like, a couple months ago when I was at a record store. But we have their most recent one, the Now Now. Really excited for Song Machine, whatever that is going to be, like, if that's even going to be an album or not. Digging in the back of this a lot. This is just on black vinyl. And now we have my most recent vinyl purchase here. We have Green Day's newest album, Father of All. Of course, we got the little unicorn puking here, and the back of this one is really good as well, and this is also on standard black vinyl. And then, next we have Gus Dapperton, Where Poly People Go to Read. This is a pretty underrated album, I think. I don't think people really appreciate this a lot, because, like, the cover's kind of weird, but, I'm really digging the sound of this. This is a limited version, from Urban Outfitters. It is on a light blue vinyl, and I really love it. Next, we have an album that I will defend until I die, because it is really good, and this band gets a lot of hate. So, Imagine Dragons, Smoke and Mirrors. This is the super deluxe version. Quite a few songs on here, but I really, really love this album a lot. I don't think it gets really enough of the credit that it deserves. There's like a milky clear vinyl, and it's really great. And Imagine Dragons, honestly, I feel like don't deserve all the hate that they get, especially for this album, because this has some really emotional and just really well-written songs. But enough rambling about them. We have to move on with this. Next, we have, my dad got me both of these, And these are John Prine albums. We have his Tree of Forgiveness record. This guy's like in his 70s, and he makes some pretty dang good music. He's a really great songwriter. It's almost like a singer-songwriter country rock type thing. And then we have his Sweet Revenge album, which is from like the 70s, I think. And I really like this one as well. And my dad really loves John Prine a lot, and he kind of got me into him. So, yeah, I guess we stand. Oh, why did I say that? Okay. Next we have probably my most prized possession out of all the records I have. This is the rarest one that I own. Joji's In Tongues. I love the back. But this here is on purple vinyl. It's like I guess the best way to describe it's like grape juice, you know? It looks like grape juice. And I got super lucky with this because I just randomly found a pressing of this at Urban Outfitters one day on this color, and I'm so happy that I copped it. And I looked it up, and this goes for like $150 on Discogs. This one pressing, and there's only one of them for sale on there as of now, or at least last time I checked, which was a couple days ago. So I'm super stoked that I have that. Next, we have 2 Jon Bellion records. We have The Human Condition. Next, I got 2 Jon Bellion albums. We have Glory Sound Prep here. I got this at the same Urban Outfitters trip that I got the Joji one, and which is kind of weird because they're right next to each other. But this is on, I think this is exclusive to Urban Outfitters. This is like a very milky, foggy, clear vinyl, almost like a yellowish tint to it. And I'm really digging it because I didn't know this pressing existed until I got it out, because I thought it would be the blue pressing that John had been really heavily advertising, but this is really good too. I really like it. Then we have The Human Condition, one of my favorite albums of the 2010s, and this is also on clear vinyl. A bit more clear than that last one, but it is really great. And the next, kind of an emotional one, because we have the late Juice WRLD, Goodbye and Good Riddance. I got this in, I want to say like late 2018, and I also got this at Vintage Vinyl in St. Louis. Shout out to y'all. And this is just an amazing record, honestly. I don't really think it gets enough of the credit it deserves. Death Race for Love was way too long, honestly, like 22 songs. And I only come back to probably about 8 or 9 of them. But I come back to every song on this, especially Candles, Used To, Lean With Me, End of the Road. And it's just iconic, honestly, and it's just so sad that Juice WRLD died so soon because he could have really done some great things. And yeah. Kids See Ghosts. Then we have Lord's Melodrama. My dad does not like Lorde, and I love her a lot, and this album is like perfect, and it was one of the first ones I got on vinyl, and it's very special to me, and it's just on standard black vinyl, but I also got this at Best Buy, and I really love it. Back's a little bit messed up because of this next record that I have, My Chemical Romance. I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love, picture disc, and there was like a little sticker on here, or it just like had like the price, like the barcode and everything. And I took it off, and it's still sticky here, and it got onto the back of this Lorde record, and that's how that happened. But, you know, anyways, enough lamenting about that. Only picture disc I have in my collection, by the way. Next we have 2 Panic at the Disco albums, Pray for the Wicked here. I love the gatefold of this a lot. I really love the whole design of this record. It's also on standard black vinyl, and so is Vices and Virtues. My dad got me this for Christmas, I think the year before last, so shout out to him. You know, he knows what I like. And then, we got, an album that I got from Barnes & Noble, Paramore, After Laughter, and I love this pressing a lot because it's, like, on this, like, marble, black and white marble splatter type thing, and it is amazing, and it goes with just the entire vibe and aesthetic of this album very, very well. Next, we have my favorite album of the 2010s, and one of my favorites of all time. Sadly, this is not on colored vinyl, but I'm hoping to get it on colored vinyl one day soon. Remo Drive, Greatest Hits. This is their first album, and they called it Greatest Hits, which I find pretty funny. But this album is very special to me, and I'm just really glad to have it. Got this for Christmas of last year, so like 2 months ago. So I'm just really thankful to have that. Next, we have 2 Rex Orange County albums, the only 2 that are on vinyl. Because You Will Never Be Free is not currently on vinyl, but I will get that like the minute that it drops. But we have Pony, which I also got for Christmas with this. Standard black, but it's a bop. And then we have Apricot Princess, which I got at a record store in Gulf Shores, Alabama, I think. Or like around there. And I love this because he has a whole lyric book here. Like, look at that. And it is also on a very pretty orange. So, get in there, you. Okay, there. No, I am not touching the grooves. Don't even get on me about that. Yeah. So, very glad to have that. Sorry I'll have to see me, go from record to record here. But, I don't have I Like It When You Sleep for You're So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It yet. And I've already pre-ordered Notes on a Conditional Form. I've pre-ordered the yellow vinyl of that. But as of right now, I just have A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships by the 1975, which is on white vinyl, one of my favorite colored pressings that I own of any record. Then we have Self-Titled, which is on clear vinyl, but I really love how this one looks, because it's like swirly, and I really love that. I don't know if y'all can really see that, but like I love the effect of that. So that's really great, and I'm excited for Notes on a Conditional Form. In April, I've pre-ordered that on vinyl already. So very excited to have that. Next, we have the first record that I ever got, Tom Sonny Green, High Anxiety. I don't really listen to this a whole lot. It's just like an instrumental electronic album. Standard black vinyl. This is the drummer of Alt J. I got this at their concert, and my friend got this, and he gave this and the Relaxer vinyl that y'all saw earlier, both to me, because he didn't have a record player, and I really wanted to get into it. But this is a pretty good album for what it is. And then next, we have Travis Scott, Men Himself, Astro World. This was an Urban Outfitters exclusive, really dark purple with like a bit of a red and blue swirl in there. And I really love the way that one looks, and I just love the whole vibe of this album a lot. And yeah, if you know me at all, you know how much I love 21 Pilots, so let's get to it. First, we have Trench and the triplet EP that goes with it. This has Jumpsuit, Levitate, and Nico and the Niners, and it is on a yellowish green, kind of like a highlighter type color. And I'm really digging that. And then I also have Trench, which I pre-ordered back in September 2018, about a month before the album came out. And I really just love the entire design of this album. The gatefold is one of my favorites that I have. And this was the olive green pressing, and I think it goes along pretty well with it. And I love this album to death. Next, we have Blurry Face, which is a bit hard to come by on colored vinyl these days, so I just have the black pressing. But that doesn't mean I don't love it, because this is the album that got me into them, and that really got me into music all the way back in like 2016. So this album really means a lot to me. And I just from the moment that I just started randomly listening to songs on this on YouTube because my friend told me to, and I was just hooked. So really, really grateful that Blurry Face exists. But I think my personal favorite 21 Pilots album has to be Vessel. Got their grandfathers on here who unfortunately have both passed away now. But this album also holds a very special place in my heart just because of how personal and raw a lot of these songs are, at least songwriting-wise. Clear vinyl here. Got this at Barnes & Noble. Bit worn on this corner, but I still absolutely love it. And then we have two of my prized possessions here. Ha ha ha. Got Regional at Best here, which I got for Christmas 2018. I think, yeah. There's the back right there. And it is on clear. Both records are clear here. Then we have Self-Titled, which I also really love a lot for a lot of the same reasons that I love Vessel, because it's just so personal and raw for at least for Tyler's songwriting here. I Will Fly This Bird is my favorite 21 Pilots song of all time, so that definitely means a lot to me. And the first record here is Green, and the second one is Blue. So yeah, really into that, and I'm hoping to expand my 21 Pilots collection even more in the future. You know, of course, with new releases and, you know, Blurry Face Live, LCLP, the double-sided thing that they did, I'm hoping to get all those, even though a lot of those are crazy expensive, so I don't know, but hopefully someday I will have those. And finally, rounding out this video, we have my last batch of records here. Vampire Weekend's Father of the Bride. I got really lucky with this. This is a pre-order, limited to like 1,000 or 2,000 copies. Goes for about $80 on Discogs, and it is a blue and green split. Very clear, very beautiful. And then we have Modern Vampires of the City, which is just on standard black. But I really do love it. If you've seen any of my videos, you've seen a poster of this very album cover in the background on my wall at my house. I'm at my dad's house right now, and that came out of this very record here. So, yeah, very thankful to have that. And again, if y'all know me, y'all know how much I love Wallows. I mean, I unboxed this very record on this channel. But we have their most recent debut album, Nothing Happens, on orange vinyl. Urban Outfitters exclusive. Limited edition, I think. And I'm very glad that I have that. Then we have one of my favorite colored records I think I have. And that would be their Spring EP, which is on a pink and green marble vinyl. And I really love that. And then, yeah, I've been a bit bent here, but I got this when I saw them in September of last year. Wallows live at Third Man Records. Very great. Just standard black. I think that's all they did for that one, but yeah. And I'm a pretty big Water Parks fan, and I haven't really been into them for all that long. Probably about since May of last year. But I have all three of their albums on vinyl here. We have Fandom, one of my prized possessions here. This is another Urban Outfitters exclusive. I have a lot of those. And it is on a green and white splatter vinyl. I think this is pretty rare. It was limited to 300 copies. So I'm very grateful to have that. One of the more easier to come by ones, Entertainment. I got this for Christmas, most recent Christmas last year. And it is on this like eggplant purple vinyl, you know, like I mentioned before, kind of like grape juice. And probably my second most recent vinyl purchase, we have Double Dare, which I expected to be on a blue and silver vinyl because that's what I had seen on all the reviews on Amazon. But it came in and it is on standard black. And the reason I'm showing this, the reason I'm actually showing this is because I'm pretty sure this is a pretty limited version of it because I had not seen anything about a standard black pressing of this record. So, this could be rare, but, yeah, I think the ones on Amazon might be back to the blue and silver ones now, but I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah. And then finally, my final record in my collection, at least in alphabetical order, XXXTentacion Revenge. This is a bootleg vinyl. It is on standard black. And I got it for Christmas of 2018, and I really love it. Anyways, that pretty much does it for this video. That was my entire vinyl collection. About 25 minutes worth of content here. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. I really don't care, honestly. And, yeah. You're still here? Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna go now. Okay. All right.